Good morning, Keller Williams. Happy Monday. Everybody excited? Kick off a new week. We got Flashdance Silva going on, hot and heavy. I love it. She is unleashing the power within. Good that we had that tune. You know, that song is almost 40 years old. So just in case anybody else feels really old when you hear that, almost 40 years old. Half the people on this call weren't born when that song came out. Holy Christmas. All right. No worries, no worries. So welcome to our 500th episode of our 9 o'clock morning Crush It call. Holy mackerel. 500 episodes. I was doing some research. Friends only had about 236 episodes. Cheers had about 272 or so episodes. And I thought, all right, where else could we go to kind of make a comparison? So I went back a little further. Bonanza, which is one of the longest running television programs ever, right? Bonanza only had 430 episodes. So we're getting into like rarefied air. So I thought, which other television program has had at least 500 episodes without really going to like a news program? Because 60 Minutes has had over 2,300 episodes. So we got a while to go before we're hitting news programs. But what the program I came up with that we're about tied with is Law and Order Svu. So Law and Order Svu, right? The second spinoff from the original Law and Order series has had 510 episodes as of right now. Now, of course, they just do one a week for a portion of the year. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be ahead of Mariska Hargitay and her clan. So, woo, baby. So let me just say this. Let me take just half a minute as we celebrate number 500 to say what an honor and a privilege it has been for us to be able to spend time with you guys every single morning. So thank you for continuing to support this 9 o'clock call. Thank you for the ideas that you bring. Thank you for being the guest speakers. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your exciting chat comments going on, right? There's just so much good that comes from getting together every morning at 9 o'clock. I'm really excited to be able to push that forward, right? So it's funny, the first couple of months we did this, if you remember, we started at 9 o'clock and at 4:30. We bookended the days. Those 500 episodes do not include the 4:30s because we only did that for about 3.5 months, and then that got a little much. And then we've actually tried to end this 9 o'clock Zoom call 2 or 3 different times, only to be told by all of you, why on earth would you do that? Please don't do that. So again, thank you so much for your continued time, effort, energy, and support of this, knowing that we have about 600 agents and over 100 of you join us every single day for these calls. If you flip back to TV parlance, that's like a 20% share, right? That's pretty rocking. 20% share in the world of television is you're a hit, man. Woo, baby, what a feeling. So thank you. And we expect to continue to bring you good information and fun each morning as we continue to hit our number 1,000. So stay tuned. We're hitting it. We're getting to 1,000. All right. So a couple of quick things this morning, some announcements that I wanted to be certain you had. Let us start. So I have new books for you. I do have your books for the week. For those of you who are on your, where is it? Someplace I have your new books for you. Let me find those. There we go. So your new books for this week, as you continue to support your team leaders through their 30, 60, 90 journey, are these 2 books. One of my absolute favorites. So week 10 down at the bottom there, The Go-Giver by Bob Berg. If you've never read The Go-Giver, even if you haven't read any of the other books that we've put on this list, go and grab yourself a copy of The Go-Giver. It's about 12 pages long. It's really short. It's a great, great story One of my absolute favorite books. And then the other called Chop Wood, Carry Water by Joshua Medcalf. Don't know that one, but I'm anxious to get that that delivered and started. So The Go-Giver and Chop Wood, Carry Water are our books for this week. Steve Scott, I think you have something for us with regards to an April 6th event down in Westport at the Westport Playhouse. Could you give us some info on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick, guys, you've probably seen the email. I'm going to try to screen share. I don't know if I can, Rick.
No, I'll take care of it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Yeah, April 6th, guys, at the Westport Playhouse. We've arranged an evening. It's really, really spectacular. The Playhouse is reopening after the shutdown, and they're doing a realtor night just for us and our co-brokes or other guests that you want to bring. So there's going to be pre-show cocktails, a whole happy hour with food, heavy hors d'oeuvres and cocktails at 6:30, and then the show, the musical Next to Normal, starts at 8 o'clock for $10. $10 price of admission, $10 for everything. So I don't know how many have signed up, but I heard a bunch did. I'll get a head count on that soon. But we're hoping to have about 150 in attendance. So think about any co-brokes you want to bring, significant other you'd like to bring. We'll fill the house. So it's a real great event. And what the Playhouse wants to do is make sure that we understand that they have a realtor program where you can get tickets to the Playhouse events for your clients for only $25. That is like really, really cheap. And these are equity shows, guys. So it's a great opportunity. So they're going to present that program to us. And they want to be really, working with us as we continue to grow our Westport office. So again, if you haven't seen the email, it's going out again today. See if you can get a couple tickets.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What's fun is this is an event. It's a KW only event, right? That evening, and so all of you are the stars of that for that evening. So do take advantage of that. If you don't know anything about the show Next to Normal, it did win the Pulitzer Prize for drama as well as a bunch of Tony Awards back, I don't know, 5 or 8 years ago. So an awesome evening, a great opportunity for you to mix and mingle with your colleagues and or co-brokes. And for those of you who haven't gone back into like a theater yet, this is a perfect opportunity for you to kind of ease your way in. The Westport Playhouse does still, I believe, still have mask mandates. And so you will need to wear masks while in the show, but it's a great way for you to kind of ease your way back into a group event if you so choose. All right, let me move to Fiona, and do we have Anna as well? I know we have Fiona.
Anna's here.
Good morning, Fiona. Tell us what we have going on in a weekend or two, I think, right?
April 2nd, we have a Ukrainian cultural event. It's going to be hosted in the Stamford Market Center. It's 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. And we would love everybody to invite their clients. Later today, Steve and Marlon, one of them, will send out the flyers. And it's going to be a spectacular evening, helping people understand a little bit more about the Ukraine. It's going to be food, music, dancing, speeches, some people live from the Ukraine, and all are welcome. So that's the first event. The second event, so please, if you could invite your database, just get in touch. I know there are a lot of people looking to support the Ukraine right now. And the second event will be on April the 13th, which is a Wednesday. That event is a vendor event. And again, in the Stamford Market Center, we are looking for anybody who has the possibility to find vendors. These vendors should be willing to give up their commission for that event. And the funds will go directly to help people and pets in the Ukraine. So anybody who's able to help us with finding vendors, the more the merrier. It's going to be in the training room, and we're also looking for help if Stephen or anybody as awesome as him is available to help us set up and dismantle. We really need assistance there as well. Dee in the Ridgefield Market Center is helping us. Anna is helping, and myself. So we're three of us are all the points of contact. The event on the 13th is 5 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. Again, all welcome. So please come join in the fun and, support a great cause. Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Anna, do you have something to add to that?
Yes, we are bringing on April 2nd, we bring in panelists, and it will be directly from Ukraine. I mean, I cannot promise that it will happen 100% because we don't know what will happen today in Ukraine, but we're planning to invite a couple people. I have one American soldier right now in Ukraine who is in Kiev, in capital, and if he wouldn't be able to join, his wife is coming on our event and she will be present during the event, and we want to give her to talk. And we also have my relatives. My relative's relative has fundraising in Ukraine, and we will try to bring him or maybe somebody from his team to talk and speak and give some more insight what's going on in Ukraine and where the funds going, because we understand people donate and they want to know where the funds going. So we will try to organize that as well, and maybe we will have more interesting for people. And second, for the vendors, I have one amazing designer. She's from Peru and she's supporting women in Peru. So right now they're working on hats, on clothes, on pillowcases. Will be like fantastic, everything blue and yellow, and I'm pretty sure everybody will enjoy and buy a lot because it's very trendy, and she's doing specifically for KW.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, ladies, thank you so much. We appreciate all that you're doing to organize these events so that we can raise awareness and raise funds to assist more via email from the offices on this. Thank you so much, guys. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week for an update. All righty. So moving forward from there, I wanted to mention we have a couple of other things going on tomorrow. Important to know, tomorrow at noon in the Stamford Market Center, the Richfield Market Center, and the Westport Business Center, we do have a lunch and learn live and in person, sponsored by one of your mortgage partners, Guaranteed Rate. There is lunch at 12 noon, so come and mix and mingle, be in person, be excited, grab some food with your colleagues, and then stay around for a 1 o'clock seminar or webinar on growing your business via social media. So that's an exciting opportunity for you to kind of come back into the office if you haven't been, or get back into the office if you have been, to share some food. They say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Tomorrow actually is proving that wrong. So come on in. We'll see you in one of those 3 locations at 12 noon. Let's make sure that we get out and support our partners as they support us. Also tomorrow night at 5:30, I think. Where's Dave DeVito? Dave DeVito, 5:30, right?
Registration starts at 5:45, and then some networking, and then the speaker typically goes on like around 6:45 or 7.
Excellent. So that's the Connecticut Real Estate Investors Association. So that's being held in the Stamford Market Center. Dave worked really, really hard to get those meetings pulled into our physical location so that you all have an opportunity to kind of dive into that, as well as perhaps come and learn, but perhaps invite other people to that. So let's take advantage of the idea of moving that from Bridgeport to Stamford so that we can dive back in and participate. So that's tomorrow, 5:45. The guest speaker is who, Dave? I think you're still muted. All right, we'll get you those that information. There we go.
I put the link in there. The speaker is a really accomplished real estate investor who does a lot of coaching. So it's a great opportunity to bring your investor-minded clients, or even if you're an investor yourself. Maria Giordano. She started off a while ago, and now she's built a multi-million-dollar real estate investment business, and she's here to teach us how to do it.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right, so that, I know tons and tons of announcements and things going on. So there's, bear with us. We got one or two more things today. 11 o'clock, we finish up the book Shift in our Shift book club. So that finishes today at 11 o'clock, and we start right in next week with the book Wealth Can't Wait by David Osborne and Paul Morris. If you've not read this book, or you have read this book, it's worth 4 weeks at Mondays at 11 to book club this through. We're going to be focusing on the first 60 pages for next week. If you want to finish up Shift with us, that's 11 o'clock today. And of course, all cappers on the call, Capper Mastermind today at 1 o'clock. We have a ton to go through. So because of time, Act Your Wage, which is what I was going to be speaking about this morning, is actually going to be pushed until Wednesday. So I can just bring you this last thing before I sign off today, and that is this. That is, let me grab it for you. That is, I want to make sure that you saw what went out on Friday, and that's this new graphic. What we did was we took the Tale of Two Markets graphic from the Shift book, and we adapted it. And this is now the Tale of Two Offers, right? The Tale of Two Offers in a seller's market. And it's this graphic is designed to help you help your buyers see exactly what's going on. And if you look at across the bottom, it's offer price above asking price. If you see if they're at asking price at that 0%, their offers are either not considered or out of the running, depending. And as they get further and further towards that 20% above asking price in the win zone, they stand a better and better chance. On the up and down axis, on the left, you'll see that's contingencies. At the top, you have many contingencies. And you can see that with many contingencies, you're either not considered or out of the running. And the fewer contingencies you have in your contract, as you get down to that none in the win circle, the better the chance. So the idea is to help them understand that right now we're seeing trending that is pushing things to 20%, right? That doesn't mean that every house in every market is going to go 20% over the asking price. This is trending, right? Somebody asked me the other day, well, I'm looking in a certain price range in a certain market and I don't see these numbers. Well, you won't. If you look 75 days before, and then the last 75 days, you'll see that the averages are going up and the spikes are going up. This graph shows that the spikes are now into the 20% range, right? So if you want to win, the closer you are to that 20% or higher, and the fewer contingencies that you have closest to zero contingencies, that's the win zone. My hope is that what this actually helps you do is graphically, is visually show your buyers that when they're making offers that are weak, red 5 or 10% above asking price with a whole bunch of contingencies, they're just falling into that out of the running or even not considered zone. So it's like a why bother, right? We had this conversation last Tuesday. I just wanted to get this graphic in your hands to help you help your buyers. We also have something coming out later today, which will illustrate the, let me get this off the screen, illustrate the list of strategies that we talked about last Tuesday morning on the Win the Freaking Deal session. So we're illustrating those for you. We're going to send it out two ways. One is like a marketing slick and the other as a checklist. So one's for you to use to kind of show your buyers, one's for you to kind of go through and check off with them, which ones are we utilizing? Are we using enough of these strategies to make sure that we are winners? So that's what we have for you this morning. Again, 500 episodes, that's so crazy. Stay tuned for tomorrow's 501st episode. I'm certain it's bound to be a brilliant one. Have a spectacular day. Join us throughout. Have a great one. We'll see you soon. Love you guys.